Well, hello everyone and welcome. It's the middle of the week, so again, it's time to reconnect. And it's exciting for me this week because we are once again this summer welcoming a summer student. Past years, we have welcomed two summer students, one working in the area of Christian education, the other working in the area of media. Due to the restrictions that we're living under right now, it really didn't make sense for us to have a Christian education student, but we have hired a media student, and he is going to be familiar to some of you. It is Aaron Wu. And Aaron, welcome. We're glad that you are not just at Westview, but that you are working with us this summer. It's exciting to have a familiar face, someone we know. And for those who don't know Aaron well, we wanted to have a chance to introduce him. So I'm going to interview him and get to have a new glimpse of our media student. So Aaron, welcome. And again, you get to be in the position of our summer media student, working on online content and video content. So we're glad to have you participating because that's been a big part of what we're doing these days. Aaron, I just wondered if you could get us started by telling us a little bit about where you're at with school these days.
Yeah, so this past year, I started my first year at Brock University. I'm in a concurrent education program, which combines my bachelor's degree and teacher's college. And with that, I'm doing a master's in mathematics and with the hope of teaching grade 8 in the long run.
Great. Okay. So the aspiration is to teach grade 8 math, and that's great. So tell us a little bit about your faith journey.
My faith journey is very fairly simple. Like I grew up going to church with my family.
Yeah.
That's just something we always sort of grew up with. Going to Sunday school, and I think for me, roughly when it was sort of grade 6, grade 7-ish, my parents sort of made the decision of going to church on my own. And so I took the decision to stop going because for me personally, I didn't have much connection to it. It's just sort of something that we always did. And it wasn't until I think going into grade 9, going into high school, that for me personally, I started to gain more interest in actually spending time to learn about it. And so it was sort of that beginning of grade 9 that I made that decision for myself that I wanted to be a Christian. I wanted to follow God. And that was, it helped me a lot by being at Forest Cliff Camp. Had a really big role and impact on it.
Okay.
And it's something that I've really enjoyed doing is working at Forest Cliff because it's, one of the big reasons why I'm a Christian today. And it's been, a lot of fun to sort of learn a lot more through Christ through that.
Okay. So it was early in high school that really it went from being something that you did with your family to it being a personal faith.
Mm-hmm.
That's awesome. Yeah. So what are you looking forward to doing in this media position this summer? Because this is a new kind of a position for you too, isn't it?
Yeah. It's very different than what I would normally do. Because the past 3 or 4 summers I've been working at camp, working with kids. And so this is a very different role and this is a very different position, but I'm looking forward to it because there's a lot for me to learn in terms of video editing and things like that. And it's really it's a lot of new experiences, and it's helpful just to get new experiences and just be able to learn from other people that have more experiences.
Great. Yeah. And we're excited to share some of those new experiences with you. Good. So you, as part of getting to share a bit of yourself with us. You shared a collage of pictures with me, and we're going to share that with everybody right now. But I'd love for you to tell us a little bit about that. You know, as I look at the collage, I'm seeing baseball and a beach and some family pictures, some friend pictures. I even think in the background I might see a castle. I'm not sure. But maybe you can give us a quick tour of some of those highlights and what it says about you.
Yeah, I think um, this is a collage just like from my childhood and a lot of the trips that me and my family have gone on. Um, yeah, so I think this just sort of to me shows like how important family is to me,
Mm.
and how sort of that relationship with my family has sort of is really important to me. Yeah, and I think it also shows there's a couple of basketball and baseball photos. Two sports that I grew up playing and have really enjoyed playing and being a part of over my life. Yeah, and so I think, and then in the middle there's sort of about 4 or 5 pictures that are more highlighted, and those are just sort of um, more some of the pictures that are sort of more important to me, I guess you could say, is so. One of them is the first year that I ever started playing baseball, which is one of my favorite sports. Um, the other one is with my dad. And if it wasn't for my dad, I wouldn't be the person who I am today. So he's really important to me. And then I always, the top two are like my trip to Chicago. I always really enjoy traveling and seeing new places and seeing just like how different cultures and how different things are sort of just kind of done every day. And
Yeah.
then also my sisters, because I think they're really important to me as well.
Okay. You have two sisters,
Hmm.
and they're both older, so you're the youngest in the family.
Yeah.
I imagine they did some looking after of you through the years, probably. Yeah.
Hmm. Yeah.
Good. Wow. So you've done some traveling, and yeah, it is very obvious from these pictures that family and sports are important to you. Traveling and culture, that's awesome. So just out of curiosity, if COVID weren't happening right now, would you be playing baseball and basketball?
Um, Probably not. Uh, Mainly because basketball is normally played during the winter. That I've just been sort of the past couple of years, I've just been sort of um, going to the gym and just playing pickup basketball with some friends.
Hmm.
And baseball, haven't played the last couple of years just because I've been having to work over the summer.
Right.
But I've been able to be an umpire for that. So
Oh, good.
yeah, so I've
Very
had
good.
that experience as well.
Okay. Well, Aaron, thank you for sharing a bit about yourself. As I say, we may not see a whole lot of you in front of the camera, but the congregation needs to be aware that there's going to be an awful lot of Aaron behind the camera and behind the scenes. So we're grateful already for the work that you're going to be a part of and the help that you're going to offer. And we really do wish God's richest blessing on you, that this would be not only a time for you to grow skills, but also to grow relationships and to grow faith as you partner with us in the mission that God has called us to. So, Aaron, thank you. God bless you. And to the rest of the congregation, thanks for joining us here and getting to know Aaron a bit, and pray that you will be cheerleaders for him along the way as well. And anyways, stay tuned, stay safe, and stay the course, because life in Jesus Christ is worth it. Bye for now.